I think we're here. My initial ambitious plan was to get here super early and do the summit trail, and then come back down and do the perimeter trail. But upon my arrival, which was later than I would have liked, and upon the reality of arriving here and actually slapping my eyes upon what will be the summit trail, which goes up that exposed granite dome, I have made the careful, calculated decision to not do the summit trail on this trip, because I have not been out in this park since I was a small child, a young lad in the Boy Scouts. So I wanted to come out here and get a feel for the place. So I think instead we're going to just go ahead and jump right into the loop trail so we don't die up there. And you know what? That's okay. You know, sometimes you make plans and you have goals, and physically, yeah, we're like right by the road. Physically, could I have done it? Maybe. But if I had, I probably would have a much more miserable time. And ultimately, the goal is to come out here and have fun and not be completely fucking miserable the entire time. You know, this trail is... I'm already like, what did I do? What did I sign up for? What are we doing out here? Shit be overgrown as balls. Better not be a fucking snake in here. Ugh. Huh. Anyway. Long story short, I'm not gonna go up there because I'm fat and tired and didn't start early enough. You gotta look up the elevation gain here. So most of the hiking that I do in Texas, Central Texas, is pretty flat, relatively. But I gotta look up the elevation gain here, because if memory serves, this is only like 500 feet, which means that hike that I did in Yosemite up to Elizabeth Lake was double the elevation gain of this. But that can't be right. That's got to be more than 500 feet. Definitely. research is required. But this is why we come out here and explore things, because you don't want to bite off more than you can chew and end up having a miserable time out here, because this is pretty rugged, spiny, hot terrain, and it's very easy to not have as much fun out here. We want to have fun. You can tell we're always having a fucking blast. Okay, I think we've got a fork in the trail here. Question is, where the hell does that go? Okay, it's MapQuest time. Again, I haven't been out here since I was a kid, so bear with me. Okay. So that's got to be the connecting trail. I think I want to stay on the loop trail. I think that's the play. We're going to continue to make our way around the perimeter. So I have 6 liters. Doc. I have heard something. I have about 6 liters of water before I tried to eat that tree a second ago. And on top of that, I have a little small, probably like 16-ounce bottle to dump some electrolytes in if I start to feel faint from the vapors. Oh, I definitely heard something over there. There's a bunch of birds flittering about. Fuck was I saying? Does anybody care? Where am I again? Oh, right. Enchanted Rock Nature Area. Not an actual park, I guess. It's a nature area designation. I probably should have done more research on this so I could actually give the 5 people that are watching this some actual accurate information. But the State Wildlife Department has several different designations for different kinds of parks. Ooh, birdie. So fucking overstimulated out here. Damn. There's a bunch of them flying around out here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold still. Damn it all. I had like 4 opportunities to get a great shot back to back, and I whiffed them all. These birds be flying in close. Normally they keep their distance. I'm seeing a shitload of butterflies too. Oh, well, goddamn, there's a house like right there. Here I was thinking we were out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, and I go up there. Fuck that. I ain't trying to cook myself out here in August in the top of a granite skillet. In my attempt to try to take photographs and do video, I was failing at both. It's pretty. We're gonna step off the loop trail momentarily. To go down the Turkey Pass trail, because allegedly there's a frog pond over here. Well, I ain't gonna miss out on a chance to check the frogs out. I think it's a little... Okay, here we go. This looks like a frog pond to me. Well, there you have it. This right here is what I could only assume is a wild pig wallow. Them javelina wild pigs will get down here in the mud and toss and turn about and coat themselves in a layer of mud. But you can see on that smooth side right there, bristles from the pig's hairy hide wallowing around in the mud. Now, there was a fork in the trail over here that is not marked on the map, so I'm not 100% sure where I'm at or where I'm going, or why I'm filming me struggling to figure out where the hell I am. I guess I'll follow the signs, since I'm a sheeple and letting the man tell me where I can walk. I don't know where that other trail goes. Maybe it connects over here somewhere. There it is down there. That is Turkey Peak, I think. And that is a helicopter. Hope that means somebody isn't hurt. There was a news story a couple months back. Some birds. Some birds keep distracting me. Can't remember exactly what month it was. It's a little while ago. An older lady. Oh wow. A bunch of cardinals. A older woman unfortunately ended up getting off trail out here and died. So it's important in a place like this to be mindful of where you're at and what you're doing. Not like Scatterbrain McGee over here. Pretty impressive. Oh, crazy. I kind of need to start moving my ass. I didn't get out here until probably 9:30. I didn't get onto the trail until 10, probably. Which means I've squandered the cooler temperatures of the morning. And now it's already starting to get warmer and warmer. I think this loop is about 4 miles and some change. So I need to quit being scatterbrained and lollygagging, but also remember to have fun. Here in a little while, we're gonna hit a area that forks off into the recently purchased expansion to Enchanted Rock, and it adds, whoa, that's what I was feeling. These little fuckers. I've always heard them referred to as goat's head. When I was a kid, we called them sandburrs. Little spiky balls. That get all up in your business. There's probably other ones, but we'll find those later when it'll be real exciting. Fuck me, I need to get my focus. Okay. New land that Enchanted Rock purchased, or well, state of Texas purchased for Enchanted Rock. And it's very, very minimally developed, but it adds, I want to say, I wish I actually remembered this stuff so I could be, factual in my rambling, but I don't come here for the facts. I want to say it's like another 100 acres, 100,000. No, I can't be right. a bunch more acres. It's the scientific technical term, a bunch more acres that they have added to the park. And supposedly there's some rudimentary trails out there. They're probably in pretty basic conditions, but I think over the next indeterminate amount of time they're going to be developing that new area. But anyway, they opened it to the public for the brave souls that want to venture into more primitive areas. I think they opened it early July, so theoretically it should be open. But I think because we're at the peak of snake and heat season, I am going to not venture into undeveloped parkland today, at least. But I would like to come back out soon and check it out, because I'm sure it's pretty pristine and rugged terrain. And I mean, I'm here on a well-established trail, and it's pretty, you know, not too bad, but there's certainly areas where it's a little overgrown. It's getting pretty rocky. Ugh. Not crazy about that. A rock climber, I am certainly not. Hopefully, I did not get on the wrong trail. That's how this is going. It's making me wonder. Yeah. Okay, we are where we're supposed to be. I came from down there. That's the loop trail. This is the trail that goes to the Buzzard's Roost camping area, and just past the Buzzard's Roost camping area is the new land that is the expansion to Enchanted Rock. We were talking about the designations. Enchanted Rock is not a Texas state park per se. It's technically designated as a state natural area. and my understanding is the big difference between a state park and a natural area is that the state park is designated for recreation, whereas a natural area is designated more for conservation. So the human element, in other words, the facilities and recreational things built for people, are more minimal in state natural areas. There's a couple other designations of state parks, and I can't remember them at the moment. But the big ones are state natural areas and state recreation parks, somewhere along those lines. So we started down here, got on the loop trail, went out to the frog pond, came back, have gone around here, got kind of rocky and rough through here, and now we are at this crossroads. We still have all of this to go. So they have primitive campsites that you can hike out to over here, 2 different ones, plus the one up here. Again, this is the trail to that buzzard's roost, and then the back country begins, I think, somewhere over here. And now there's a big area up kind of this way that is now also part of the park. So they're going to have to redo all their maps. Anyway, still quite a few people out. We're going to continue along the loop. I definitely need to drink some more water. I'm seeing tons of birds, but I'm not getting a lot of good bird pictures. Okay. I gotta make sure I actually stay on the fucking trail here. Huh. Lizardy boy. Alright. Farewell, lizard. Okay. Looks like the trail picks up over here. Oh, it's a little minnows. I don't want to get my feet wet. Oh. Got us another lizard. It's a goddamn lizard bonanza. Oh, here we go. This is the way you're supposed to go. Right? No? We done found a way to cross the creek. But we're in a bit of a dire situation. I gotta take a shit. And we are a ways out. I think there's a latrine up here in a little bit, but I have no idea what condition it's going to be. And if I had to guess, it ain't gonna be great. But desperate times call for desperate measures. Can't be any worse than the one bathroom at Yosemite that I walked into that looked like a fucking crime against humanity. This might be the worst bathroom I've ever been in. So, hopefully it's better than that. Well, it wasn't the worst pooping scenario I've been in, but pooping out in the wilderness is never optimal. It's almost always a shit show. This is what I can tell you from years of experience. Pooping in the woods is always a shit show. Kinda wish I'd brought my dorky ass umbrella, because we're a little exposed out here. I think I'm on the western side. I think that's right. And there's big stretches of just open area. And I reckon we're probably, I haven't even looked at the clock, we're probably getting close to high noon, which explains why there's no animals and it's hot as shit, and I'm getting complainy. And we're probably about halfway, more or less. So I'm gonna die out here probably. It's right here. This is my shade. Oh, there's the boundary fence. Is it hot enough for you? It continues on the perimeter loop. This goes down to a place called Moss Lake. And the primitive camping area. Pretty fucking exposed. Here we go. I think the moral of the story is definitely going to want to bring a tarp. Not a lot of shade in these sites. I wouldn't want to sit around out here all day. End up getting cooked. Back on the perimeter loop. And going along a ridge here. The primitive sites are kind of down in there. And straight ahead is Enchanted Rock. Park boundary is probably a little bit further down there. I've still got probably another couple miles to loop back around. I gotta get to the other side of all of this and get back to paved road and walk back to where I parked. Moss Lake. That's pretty. Alright. Started down here, went around the perimeter, past the fork to the new area, stayed on the perimeter, came up over here, checked out the Moss Lake primitive sites, got back on the loop, went out to Moss Lake, came back to the loop. Now we're at the Walnut Springs primitive sites. Another bathroom. We're going to push on to the scenic view and then bring it on home and back to the car. Looks like they've got a bunch of sites back that way in the bathroom. I'm almost a little surprised there's not people set up yet. I guess it's still kind of early. Scenic overlook. I found it. I found Ass Crack Rock. Wonder how much the rent is. I'm hot. I'm tired. I'm on the last leg. And it'll be a goddamn Christmas miracle if I didn't get sunburned. Whew. A lot of cool rocks. Let's see. Hey, we did it. Did the full loop trail. Now I just gotta walk across the developed part of the park. So, not quite done yet. But that's the trail at least.